target the Federal Reserve. The robbers deliberately dressed up as high-ranking Treasury officials. Then they calmly entered the bank. By the time the front desk noticed something was wrong,
What? All right.
then they were led to the security office by their insider. As soon as the insider swiped the access card, the robbers immediately threw 2 smoke bombs inside. Within seconds, all the security personnel inside were incapacitated.
What do I do?
Nothing. Your part's over.
Next, the robbers emptied the weapon cabinet. They destroyed all the surveillance lines. They were ready to start the heist, but they did not know the police had already detected something unusual.
The Federal Reserve Bank has an hourly check-in call, which was late.
How late?
17 seconds.
It's barely a blip.
All right, I'm a few blocks from there. I'll swing by, I'll check it out.
Nolan, who was patrolling nearby, immediately went to check. Fortunately, the robber watching outside spotted him in time and reported the arrival of the police. By the time Nolan arrived, the Federal Reserve looked quiet. It seemed nothing was happening. But just as he was about to leave,
Check that. There's blood inside. They're robbing the Federal Reserve. Send backup, airship, and an ambulance in case of casualties.
in the reflection of the glass, Nolan saw a robber behind him trying to sneak attack. Luckily, he reacted quickly and hid behind a pillar in time. Hearing gunfire from downstairs, the robber leader realized their cover was blown, so he immediately ordered the hacker to speed up. They needed to get out quickly, but the hacker gave him bad news.
Almost there.
Not good enough.
Tough. You need to buy me another 5 minutes to get through this last firewall.
Zaisha, we need to pivot the plan. Sacrifice the lambs.
Copy.
Aisha, who received the orders, immediately urged her team to move the cash faster. Once all the cash was loaded onto the vehicle, she ordered her team to drive along the planned route and escape. But just as the armored truck was about to leave, she secretly placed a timed bomb on the trunk. Soon, the armored truck passed right in front of Nolan, before Nolan could report to his superiors. Watching cash flying everywhere, and the robbers engulfed in flames, Nolan was stunned, but he knew the robbers were doing this on purpose. He just could not figure out why. It was not until a large number of police cars arrived. They realized the burning armored truck was blocking the way. Then they understood the robbers wanted to buy time, and the robber outside watching the entrance took the opportunity to start resisting. And at that moment,
Finished. And I injected a virus that'll make it impossible to figure out what we did.
hearing that the transfer was complete, the leader slowly raised his gun, aimed out the window, but he was not trying to cover his teammates' escape. He actually pulled the trigger on his own accomplices. The police downstairs quickly surrounded the fallen robbers. Looking at the direction of the bullet holes, they realized the robbers had shot their own team.
Why would they do that?
We must have a secondary escape route. They want to leave anyone behind to flip on them.
Tunnels.
Thinking of the Federal Reserve's underground tunnel, the police immediately realized the robbers would escape that way. Sure enough, the robbers had already reached the tunnel entrance, but just as they were about to open the door, the police arrived in time. It seemed the robbers were well prepared. They even had the keys to the tunnel ready. The police could only watch helplessly as the robbers escaped. The Federal Reserve faced an unknown intrusion. The robbers were willing to blow up an entire truck of cash to buy time. It showed they had bigger plans.
While computer forensics are ongoing, we've so far discovered over 100 million small dollar transfers designed to fly beneath the radar.
And the robbers killed on the scene had no matching DNA or fingerprints in the database. Such a big case left the police with no leads. Just when they were at a loss, a woman came to report, saying an injured man had crashed a Lamborghini into a tree in panic.
Oh, damn, where is he now?
Landing at the hospital. Why? Who is this guy?
We got a hit on our Federal Reserve crew.
Meanwhile, the man who crashed the car was taken to the hospital, and the officer in charge of the accident also received a call from the station.
This is Detective Harper, LAPD. The man you just brought into the hospital is wanted for murder, armed robbery, and assault on law enforcement officers. He is extremely dangerous.
But the officer's instinctive reach for his gun still caught the robber's attention. When the police arrived at the hospital, the place was covered in strawberry jam. It was clear a fierce fight had taken place. Fortunately, continuing further inside, they found the officer safe standing at the corridor entrance, just when the police thought the robber had been killed.
Thought I had a clear shot, but I hit her.
What kind of weapon has he got?
It's a blade, some kind of scalpel.